Joining me today, I have a Canadian Christian singer-songwriter all the way from GTA. And for those who don't know, that's the Greater Toronto Area. Morrissa Nicole, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you so much for having me. My pleasure.
So, before we get into your brand new single, which I'm very excited to share with our audience, I would love for you to tell me how you initially got into music, including the fact that you won a national singing competition at 7 years old.
Yes, I did. So I think you get into music the way that most believers get into music. Um, Obviously through church, right? You are in children choir, you're in VBS, you're in Sunday school, you're in teen choir. It's just all of that. Which I always tell people that church is such a powerful playing ground for discovering your talent. Like if you want to discover what you're good at, you want to be in church. We're going to shine that light. And so that was the beginning of that. And my mom saw that I had an interest in it. She had an interest in it as well as a child. And so the deal was if I wanted to sing, then I had to learn how to play piano. So I was like, okay, no problem. And so I took piano lessons at about, I think she enrolled me at 4 or 5, like moonbeams and sunbeams. Um, and then from there, I had written a song with my music teacher. And I tell the story because my mom said to me that I was such a wonderful child, but very hard to sit down and do my practicing. I always wanted to go play or go watch TV like any other kid. And so she was about to remove me from piano lessons because she just didn't want to do the fighting of me sitting at the piano. And my piano teacher was like, no, 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 don't, because she knew already that I had won this national competition. And so once I won, it just brought up my confidence. And then all of a sudden, I was beating her to the piano when I had to practice in the evening. So it all worked out.
I love that. So you're also classically trained in piano and your vocals. Does that reflect in your music at all?
I think so. It definitely helps me with writing my demos. Often one of the things that I get from a few producers is, wow, your demo's really well done. And I think it's just because I've got that musical background. Um, it helps me with vocal hygiene, the importance of warming up and cooling down and steaming and hydration, all of that stuff. It all comes together. So yeah, I would say so. Absolutely.
Love it. So I was talking off camera earlier that
Mhm.
you have so many hats, which I just love. And you also do voiceover work. I would
Yes.
love to know what are some of these roles and what's been your favorite role?
Oh my goodness. Okay. That's a tough one. I don't want anybody to hear what my favorite one is.
Okay, one of, let's say that.
Yeah. So I am the voice of CBC News. So you do hear me nightly. I say this is the National with Chief Correspondent Adrian Arsenault. So you hear that every night, and I do enjoy doing that. I'm also Lydia in PBS Kids Lila in the Loop, and Camille in PBS Kids Skillsville. And there's a new one coming out soon. I can't say very much about it, but that's coming out as well. And I don't know that they would be, I could decipher between the two because they both have my heart. But I think one of the beautiful things about being in animation shows is this opportunity to use my early childhood education degree in a different way. I get to reach out to the kids through animation and through cartoon, and I think that is what it makes me excited about doing this. Is I'm still using my degree just in a different way.
That is so much fun. I loved seeing the little animation. I watched it
Oh,
of you. It's Lydia, is that right?
yes, yeah,
Is the mom? Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Super fun. That's
Thank
great.
you.
You have a brand new single out as of this past Friday. It's called Thank You for the Cross. I would love to hear your heart behind it.
Yes, thank you for the cross is, oh my goodness. It's something special to me because I am a holiday person, but I love Easter. Like I just think there is just some I let me back up by saying I believe that Easter or the ideal of Easter is every day for the heart of a believer. I believe that we think of the cross every day. Our life is a constant reflection of that. And our worship is a constant reflection of that as well. But I love the fact that with the Easter season, the world stops and we can just be so much more louder than we usually are. The microphone, we just turn it to the max. And so that's what this song is about. It is about amplifying the message of the cross. It's about challenging and encouraging people to dive deeper into this the experience. I don't like to use the word story because that's all synonymous with Babel, but it's the experience of the cross, the experience of what it took, for us to have salvation. I love that a lot of people say, and I do agree, I understand the premise that salvation is free. And I understand that, but more importantly, salvation did cost. It cost someone his life, and it's so much more than just a jewelry item, or a cute earrings across. Sometimes we wear it like that, or we wear it on a shirt. It's so much more than that. It represents sacrifice. It represents ultimate love. It represents freedom for us, and just how much God desired fellowship with us. You know what I mean? And so that's what this song is here to remind us. It's here to remind us of all that the cross represents in the life of a believer, and the hope, for the eternal hope that we are searching towards, reaching towards.
I love that. I will say really quickly, personally, I can take or leave Christmas. Like Christmas, okay, and so many people are gaga about it, but
Yeah.
Easter, just like you, it's my absolute favorite. And I have deeply, as a Christian radio show host, wanted more songs because there's so many Christmas songs, right? I have
Right.
wanted more and more songs about Easter, and I'm so glad that you put this out. So thank you. Thank
So
you.
you and I are on the same page. We're the
Yes,
same. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly.
There
I
needs to
love
be
it.
just as much Easter songs as there are Christmas carols.
Agreed. Absolutely. Um, if people are interested in checking out this beautiful new song, Thank You for the Cross, or learning more about you, how can they do that?
Yes, I love to connect with people, so please connect with me. I am on social media as Morrissa Nicole. That's two R's and two S's because my mom was fancy, and an O, not M-A, but M-O. I'm Morrissa Nicole on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. My website is www.morissanicole.com. That's where we can connect and talk more about this beautiful Easter season, and you can hear this song, Thank You for the Cross.
I love it. Thank you, Morrissa, for sharing your heart and for taking the time today.
Thank you so much for having me.